What up, dog? Luke Jenkins, uh, Half Moon. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the day or the evening. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get up here and share some things with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope that everybody's having a great evening. You know, I guess I got a entrance now. So YouTube, I got you know, I, I got rights, and good to see you. You know, hope all is well. Hoping you having a great evening. You know, y'all see the title. I wanted to show some stuff that I know it's a lot of stuff. Being Hitman, what's good with it? Can y'all hear me good? You know, YouTube, I own the rights to this music. This gonna be my intro. I'm gonna actually show y'all some stuff that's going on in Jamaica. I got some footage from one of my Black Panther brothers that you know what I'm saying. A lot of people, it's some things. Oh, appreciate y'all. It's some things that people don't know about me, and I'm gonna reveal them today since somebody wanted to reveal things about me but didn't tell everything about me. So I'm gonna play my intro. I'm gonna get this thing set up, and I'm gonna play this one song real quick. And while I'm playing the song, I'm gonna be getting everything together. So I got rights to this music. The music is from my brother, Ill Will. He has the rights to the music, and I'm gonna just go ahead and play it so y'all can hear it. And I'm gonna get everything set up, and I'm gonna show the video. So give me a second, y'all. People know I ain't gotta say shit, it just shows. That's why your eyeballing me from heaven to toe when I bust. Sneak respect to you, sister. I know you think your homeboy's real hard. Really ain't tripping when he in my backyard. You didn't know that we was riding for the call, so you stop in your paws. Gotta run with the big dog. Big dog bark on you. If niggas in the way, big dog bark on you. Somebody better tell a bagger won't talk to him. Anybody chunk out a mic, take a bone from him. Better run home, nigga. You didn't know that this is superseding QE. With the imperial, we barking on a bit of beat. We taking targets out you other niggas out the week. So I gotta start beat. Cause you nigga dog eat. More beat, and you starting to resemble that. Give a big for your army, probably won't get it back. We taking spots over, show us where the kitchen at. See a dog eat the food like what you looking at. Once you in the south, we jump out and take care of them. What the sign say, big dogs beware of them. Dogs smell good, but I can see that you get of them. Don't become a play, niggas dogs like a berry. When I step up in the spot, people know I ain't gotta say shit, it just shows. That's why your eyeballing me from head to toe when I bust through the door like a motherfucking big dog. I know you think your homeboy's real hard. Really ain't tripping when he in my backyard. You didn't know that we was riding for the call, so you stopped in your paws trying to run with a big dog. Dogs on the block now. These runs better be nervous. A pack of pure breezes out. We smash through gates and y'all waiting by the face. We pissing on the court and y'all pissing on the bitch. It's a territory thing. This is what I sang. Rolling through areas with a personal kick drum. We wanna come and get some. They playing my song. I'm stepping while I'm repping. Got my dog sounding all alpha male is the straight shot caller. All I do is call her and chase that tail. They ain't weak and I stay cool as a breeze. Got the haters sounding puss. I smell you cats for real. It's all good. It's a big dog world. It ain't dog eat dog. This is dog eat all. But dollars I lock jaw to rock while the road showers fill a leather off my party and just so back on. I step up in the spot, people know I ain't gotta say shit, it just shows. That's why your eyeballing me from head to toe when I bust through the door like a motherfucking big dog. I know you think your homeboy's real hard. Really ain't tripping when he in my backyard. You didn't know that we was riding for the call, so they stopped in your paws trying to run with a big dog. When I step up to the mic, you hit a pocket with a bite of a big dog. Fighting for the cause in my life. Take the pauses when I write, so my pen is moving constant. That's not meant to acknowledge vacancies, getting answers. Use you niggas as a workout till my mission get accomplished. Never will I stop spitting and the niggas till they drop it. Shit, dog. all over your yard, in the back and the front. It can matter anywhere, that's where the big dog wants. So when this big dog launches straight at you, turn to run, Mr. Postman, and hope the fix don't catch you. The pressure break you to pieces, can't put you on the stretcher. Challenges need defeated for the bids, for the pleasures. Cause I'm a champ with a big dog step. All puppies go to heaven when I launch them off my rap. Hard nightmares, and then this big dog flap out. Better come correct, cause I call your whole camp out. When I step up in the spot, people know I ain't gotta say shit, it just shows. That's why your eyeballing me from head to toe when I bust through the door like a motherfucking big dog. I know you think your homeboy really ain't tripping when he in my backyard. You didn't know that we was riding for the cause, so you stopped in your cars trying to run with a big dog. All right. That's my intro. Once I get everything set up, I'm gonna be a little bit better than that. But hold on. Sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear me? All right, there we go. What's going good, y'all? That was my brother Ill Will. He has rights to the music, so I'm allowed to play it. You know what I'm saying? I asked him, this is my intro music. But basically, it's a lot of people that's that have these ideas about who I am and what I'm about and all this other stuff. So what was told about me was a lot of bad things that was done or whatever. So it's a lot of positive things about me that excuse me, hold on, let me take this off. Sorry about that. I shouldn't be doing this shit on camera. But Just Jay, what's good with your sister? So basically 2018, my friend was taken away from me. So I was looking for an outlet, and I was coming across Facebook one day, and I came across New Black Panthers. So I reached out to him, and I talked to the founder of the group called Panska. They're search and rescue. They do search and rescue. They go into communities to to help the community out. You know what I'm saying? We went out to the Ahmaud Arbery. We went to Georgia, and we went out there and stood in front of the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery. We stood out there. We did the marches. We did a lot of hurricane stuff, and I was a part of the few of the things that they were doing. I was involved with, because I joined, and I became Central Regional Commander in my region, and I've been helping out with the Black Panthers and stuff like that, and for a long time, and they gave me a position, and I've been the leader of a group in my city, in my region. So we had an incident in Michigan a few years ago where they were doing sex trafficking, and I was a part of the exposure of the sex trafficking, and I'm not for sure if you familiar with this, but there were a lot of chain hotels that were a part of the sex trafficking that was coming from the South, and they were going to what's good, Angelo? What's good with you, bro? So they were trafficking a lot of the ladies from the South, and Michigan or Detroit is like a main hub to oh, what's good with a kiss my cheeks? I hope everybody's having a good evening, So they were trafficking people from Detroit to Canada by the water, because Detroit is like almost close to Canada, so it's just nothing but a boat ride, and it would take, it would take them, if you didn't get to the victims within 6 hours, you wouldn't be able to find them, because once they cross that border, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So I was part of a task force that was, doing recon, and we did recon, and we did a lot of stuff. So it was a chain of hotels on Telegraph. Telegraph is like 8 Mile. A lot of people know 8 Mile. 8 Mile is the border of Detroit. Telegraph is also the border of Detroit. So it was a chain of hotels that were linked into the sex trafficking. So a few years ago, after we did our intel and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they were housing the people that they were trafficking, getting them prepared for you know international trade or whatever. So we discovered this or whatever, and then we basically exposed them. And this was on the news a few years ago. I'm not going to even say what year it was, because if you want to know, you can look it up yourself. So we stopped. Basically, we interfered in their stuff, and we exposed those people and got them arrested and stuff. And then after that happened, we traced we traced the money. And it so happens that um it was people in Ohio that was the part of the chain that was coming from the South. So in Ohio, it was a lot of people. It was doctors, it was a couple pastors, it was regular pizza delivery guys, it was people that worked at nursing homes, it was people that was engaging in this activity. And we ended up getting 200 over almost 200 people arrested for participating in sex trafficking. And in my region, I'm commander of basically Michigan and Ohio. I got a couple people that's I work with, that I talk to. So that I network with. I'm not going to reveal everybody that I work with, because some of the people are lawyers, some of them are average everyday people. We got a lot of people that's involved in what we do. So like I said, I'm central regional commander of my region, basically. And this is the thing that wasn't said about me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, I got choked out and I got into altercations and all this other stuff, and that wasn't true. So I wanted to show, or I wanted to explain the things that people don't know about me, because all people know is that they just know things that people say about me. So I'm going to tell a part of me that people don't know. So I'm going to share what I'm a part of, and hopefully, people can understand. This is my general, AJ Frazier. This is my general. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of he is the founder of the search and rescue. And this is the guy. Like I said, after my friend was killed, this is what I became a part of, and I had, what I'm saying, I've had a hefty hand in a lot of what's went on. But I'm gonna show you a video of what they do, and then I'll go to the videos of Jamaica, where they at right now, because they're in Jamaica right now doing search and rescue, and helping the people of Jamaica. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, because it's still some things that I got to do. Like, they basically, they train people, firearm training, scuba diving, skydiving. What I'm saying? They maneuvers and everything. These are, most of these people that's in the new Black Panther movement are, fellow veterans. So, this is veterans that came home to help. So I'm gonna just play this video real quick. Let me know if y'all can hear the video. Let me see. Oh, shit. See, this is try to get this video to play. Let me see if I can get it to play. Oh, shit. Here we go. Play. Oh, yeah. All right. right, y'all have to forgive me. Share. Let's see if it'll play. Play. Let's see if I gotta do something. 1 second, y'all. I know I'm like I said, I'm not as computer savvy as a lot of people. Yeah, the storm hits. It actually hit. It was happening yesterday. I have some. Let's see. Press the button. I don't want to close that. All right. So let me see if I can get it to play from here. Hold on, y'all. This is. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Right here. Now I'm gonna show you what Prayers to Jamaica for sure. But I'm about to play this.
As Hurricane Florence may be people through what may be the worst time in their lives. Florence, a group of rescuers were immediately in the water saving lives.
200 water rescues.
And all that to help with the evacuation. This happened in a couple of minutes.
No one can change. You know that I've been changed. Good Lord, I've been changed. You know the angels in heaven done sign my name.
All right, so you know what I'm saying. This is a a part of the a group that I'm a part of. Some of those training exercises I was involved in, and some of the stuff I was a part of. So this is a let me see. So this is a video footage of from a news. I'm gonna go to the direct stuff here. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, this is how I this is the stuff that wasn't told about me. Like I'm actually a part of this. I have like I said, I'm a part of this, and I was a part of some of the exercises and I did some with the training. You know what I'm saying? Training exercises. So I hope y'all can see that this is 7 hours ago from Kingston. The general was out. You know, out there. This happened so fast. Oh yeah, Tamika, I didn't speak to you. I'm sorry, but what's good with everybody? So this is a Facebook post from General. You know what I'm saying? So he got boots on the ground. I wasn't told about this on time. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's going on right now in Jamaica. And shout out to my people that's out in Jamaica. My cousins. I ain't gonna say y'all names, y'all family last name or none of that. Hopefully all is well in general out there. He's out there putting his foot in the waters and walking through there and helping. He's doing as much as he can with the people that went down there. You know what I'm saying? I can't swim, so I didn't go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be getting involved in the scuba training. You know what I'm saying? And the skydiving. You know, this is what you know. This is what I'm about. And this wasn't told to anybody. Only things that was told about me was the bad things about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing you who I am. So when General get back, hopefully when he gets back, I'm going to be doing the interview. But this is actual footage of Jamaica.
For the most part, man, since the thing started storming, I don't know, 4 or 5 days before it hit Jamaica. So I'm one know what the hell going on in the mountains right now. But just showing y'all again this rain. It all stuff gotta go somewhere. I'm curious to see what the final rainfall projections are, final rainfall totals are throughout the country. The whole 5-day total and all that, whatever it was. But yeah, that's it for now. Charging my car, charging my phone in this car so I can charge because still got the solar panels disconnected. Still trying to get out of that doggone gate. My cousin, he don't play. He like, when the winds calm down, until then you ain't getting out. You ain't getting out. Maybe God told him to look out for me. I don't know. But yeah. The rain's coming down hard. Probably can't really see it well through the phone, but it's coming down hard. Kingston, Jamaica. Very far from my eye, but it's going to be a lot of bad flooding over here. The mountains are high. Rain's going to be coming down for days.
So like my general got his foot. His foot is in his his feet, his boots to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't able to go because I don't have the swimming training. But it's all good, and I'm helping from the way that I can help. But I'm just showing actual footage of what's going on in Jamaica right now. You know what I'm saying? The general was on the ground with our other brothers out there that's out there. While people were saying that I'm weak and all this other shit, I'm out here with real men that's out here putting in the work. And I'm not and this is not me trying to brag about things that I do, because helping people is not about bragging. It's not about boasting and seeing, trying to be the best and all this other shit. Like I'm really involved in something that's powerful and that's really helping people, and my image was tarnished because, to make me look weak and all this other stuff was to make me look bad. But this is what I'm involved in. This is what I do, in real life. This is actual footage of what's going on in Jamaica right now that's not being put on the news and all this other stuff. That black men, are actually out putting their lives on the line to help and sacrificing their own to help people. This is what I'm a part of. This is why, people say, oh, you show your guns and all this other stuff, but it's not about me showing the guns. It's part of it is, but it's mostly about letting people know, like, look, I do stuff in real life. Matter of fact, I'll play this video. It's only 4 minutes, but this is what I do in real life, and this is what I'm
Once we get the power back on, I get out there and start doing what I do. But winds are starting to pick up even way over here. Winds and rain are really picking up over here. Landslides that are coming across Kingston. Some of them already happened. It's already flooded on the west side of the bridges. The river's over flooded. Never that happened. It's never. I don't think it's ever been this high. Catastrophic river flooding here in Kingston. But I'm trapped in this gate right now. But I'm trying to show y'all. Just hopefully be able to get out soon. But this is what the winds are looking like around here. This little spot. This little spot got some. It's close to some mountains. The winds are a lot worse than the forest. But rain been coming down hard and rain nonstop for several days for the most part. So, Kingston, its main issue is going to be more the landslide, the rain, the river flooding, and the rain coming down from the mountains, which will take several days. So, folks who are planning to come here to help out, from other teams, because I don't know them really got here on time. You're gonna have plenty of work to do because the rivers, just like North Carolina again, the water takes several days to come down from the mountains just to create more flooding and everything. The river flooding will last a while, several days long. And of course, if things get bad, we think they will. Some of the mountain rescue operations, look at lean, it could take months. So y'all have plenty of work to do when y'all get out here. I'm still waiting to get out the doggone gate so I can get started. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. I know some people want some updates or what's going on. You can't really see much of the little spot I'm at right now, but down this way is the ocean, and it's about 12 to 13 foot storm surge right now. I know it's areas flooded down. I was just down there earlier when I went and ran. So, and it's a lot of power lines down all the way. But yeah, the winds just keep picking up. They keep getting stronger. So it's been going on like a while. It has to make it tight. And of course, as y'all know, some of the rivers going to flood days later, maybe a week later. Some will flood way out here in Kingston. It's already major flood days. Both the Hope River on the right and the other river, I forget what it's called. That's got that flat bridge that's on camera. It's overflowed. That's on the west side of Kingston. The other one's on the east side. Low lying areas around there and all, they're already flooded. The Hope River, just east of us, that one's very west. Like people suicide to get in that water. You gotta basically reach the red. rocks and rapids. It's basically they trapped and sucked it down. Good thing I got a rope too, because man, but yeah, I'll give y'all an update soon. I'm not sure yet when I'm trying to get out and start before it gets dark. I got the night vision equipment and thermal and all that too. Most of my rescues end up being at night. I don't like that, but that's just the way it is. I'm trying to get out there before it gets dark. See what happens. We can get this thing over. The winds pick up and down, but they're slowly starting to get stronger. First. Strong stuff right here. Look at that. Can't see Jamaica right now.
Yeah, hey, Kids My Teeth, I ain't lying about what I do now. This is who I am. If General call and say, hey, book your ass a flight, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? That's all he gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, it's different team. We got a lot of stuff going on. That's so. But this is live footage of Jamaica right now, where General is at right now. And for anybody that's on YouTube that's looking up these names on Facebook, I wouldn't advise you to try to look into these motherfuckers and try to dox these people, because you know what I'm saying, it's a whole different ball game when you mess with us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let that be known right now. Don't. Hey, I don't know how to cover this shit up, but if you see their names, hey, just be careful, because you see what I got. Don't mess with these people. We are in real life about helping people, and we trying to do our best to help everybody in every region or wherever we are. I got a we got a team out. We got a team out in every city. You know what I'm saying? From in every state, from California all the way to shit, Maine. You know what I'm saying? We good respect to you, Fatty. I keep on to say Fatty, but Fatty, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with nobody name on this motherfucker that you see, because I'm telling you, like, we got each other backs, and when it comes to doing things together, we work together. We fight as a team. You know what I'm saying? I know about unity, and I know about this stuff. So let's not. Please don't. I'm asking you. Please don't try to dox these people, because it's gonna be what it is afterwards. So I'm gonna play this video.
We got one of the highest mountains in Jamaica. You can only see a part of all these clouds right now, but one of the issues we have is around here. We get a lot of landslides. Even on normal days, you get landslides that kill people all the time. And we're expecting a ton of landslides to be coming down, mudslides to be coming down all throughout Kingston. You're already getting about that 12-foot, 13-foot storm surge coming in. I'm gonna go check that out. As far as who needs rescue and all, I'm not gonna really be able to go live while I'm doing that, obviously. But some issues. Power's out around here. We had to put up the solar panels, so our power's out too right now. But doesn't look too bad. But it's really, there's a lot of projectiles flying around. Like trees are becoming projectiles. And this is we're far from the eye, But the problem is the mountains here in Kingston that are kind of shielding a lot of the wind. That's what causes a lot of landslides. So, it's stuff going on. This power line now, it's kind of dangerous to drive, but this is what it is. Every single spot in Jamaica is going to have its own challenges. All the way on the west side of Westmoreland, we already got reports from our friends. Wind's really strong, the whole island is going to have problems. But I think overall, the most long-term problem is going to be the people trapped in the mountains. All the landslides up there coming down, places like Kingston and other places. And of course, the eye wall's unsurvivable. If you're anybody who's been to Cat 4, Cat 5, been to a bunch of them, when you go to the ground zero, within that 5 to 10 mile wide eye wall where you get the Cat 5 winds and even everything, Cat 4 a little beyond that, it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. So these are the type of challenges we're gonna have. Unfortunately, the forecast, they were all over the place. So I was mainly focused on the National Hurricane Center forecast. It didn't show landfall in Jamaica until Friday around the 11 a.m. Eastern Time advisory. So I immediately went and bought a flight, and that was one of the last flights you could get into Jamaica. I had to buy it right then and there. One of the last ones you get before the Jamaican airport's closed. That's why none of the U.S. rescue teams are out here. It's kind of like what happened with Hurricane Helene, how things came so fast in western North Carolina. So we're not going to really be able to start getting teams out here with helicopters and all that we're going to need for the mountains. Those mountains are rough, man. It took me like 4.5 hours to drive through some mountains. It should have took me an hour and a half going from the airport at Montego Bay down to my cousin's house in Mandeville, in Mandeville, Jamaica. So and I had to replace two tires doing that, and that was when it was dry. I didn't even want to drive in that dry again, let alone what's about to happen. A bunch of cliffs and narrow roads and a bunch of potholes and everything. So it's gonna be a lot of challenges, man. Places like Kingston, the first thing that's happening now is storm surge. We already got the rivers on the west of us and the east of us flooding. As y'all can see on camera on the west side, that bridge that's overflowed, and there's a bunch of low-lying areas that are flooding from that. But it's going to get even worse when these landslides start coming down, mudslides, and all that water that's going to take days and days, maybe even a week or something to come down like it does in North Carolina, come down from the mountains, out here. So that's what's going on right now. Just giving y'all a quick update. Some folks have asked me to get some updates. I don't really do live too often, but kind of strategizing right now how to get started. Don't got the power on right now for the gate. I was just about to exit the gate. Gotta wait on that for a little bit, at least until a little bit after landfall, I guess, before we can move the solar panels real quick and do that so I can get about. But yeah, people are already drowning out here in Jamaica. People are dying. So, you can't really see too much from where I'm standing right now other than the trees bobbing around, but it's bad. We got family members all over the island we can't even reach right now. It's rough. So, and power's out everywhere. So, just pray for us and bring help because things are going to be bad. I have a feeling it's going to be a long-term rescue operation. This is already tied for the most intense 892. It's tied with the Labor Day hurricane for the most of when was it, 1902, whatever it was, 1930 something. It's tied at 892 for the most intense landfalling hurricane in the world in recorded history since 1851. And if it's got maybe half an hour to landfall. So if it gets any worse than 892, if Charlestown just one, it's gonna be the most intense hurricane in recorded history worldwide to make landfall. Well, I mean, at landfall. So there have been others a little lower before landfall, but that doesn't matter. What matters is how powerful it's at landfall, because that's where it's doing the damage and killing people and everything. So hurricanes are unpredictable. You never know what could happen. Sometimes a really powerful hurricane come, it won't be too bad. Sometimes a not so powerful one come, it could be as bad. They're very unpredictable. But what we do know is going to be places that don't get as bad as we thought we'd get, and there's going to be places that get worse than we thought we'd get. That's just how these things work. But I'm close to a freeway out here, so wherever I need to get to help people, I can do that. As y'all know, I got the little kayak that I can barely rescue at a time with. I know it works with a family friend. He's had 2 people on there. That's all I have until after. I already got lined up with a family friend after the storm that runs a shop, Yamaha shop here in Kingston, who's got a dinghy I could use that'll be better. But in the meantime, you work with what you got. At least I got a rope, and life jacket and helmet and all that. So I got the basics, paddle and all that. But do what we can, Godspeed, and let's work together. Let's work together on this storm.
Yeah, General looked like he pacing, like he ready to get out there. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the power rock that's General Wild on ropes. you know, and you know he ready to hit the he ready to hit. I talked to General 2 days ago, you know, and I told him if he need anything, let me know. You know. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is you know what I'm saying. This is what I'm involved in outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like this is outside of YouTube. This is what I'm involved in, and this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this guy that I'm not into all of this fighting shit, that's going on YouTube. Like I don't fight. What I'm saying, I'm about real business and about real shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the general give me the call to say, come on, I'm out of here. I'm gonna be out there too. I might not be on the I'm gonna be out there on whatever he need me to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me see if there's some more videos real quick that he got. But I think that might be it. But yeah, I'm a part of something that's bigger than YouTube and being let me just call this. But yeah, I'm about to stop shooting this. There was some footage of the some the footage. It wasn't like he's not showing the exact footage of on a search and rescue because you can't show cameras and you can't show cameras while you rescuing people. You can't go live and show all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm a part of. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell people like, yo, like, look, I'd rather not fight and all this other stuff because there's real things going on in this world. And you don't need to be worried about, yeah, kiss my cheeks. Yeah, this is serious. Like this is going on because we got family out. Well, I have family out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I was, like this was spur of the moment, and then they closed down the flight. So he had already anticipated, and there's a few people out there, and when Boo's got to go to the ground, you know what I'm saying, and they call, he gonna come. So I just wanted to show a part of me. You know what I'm saying, that it's all this stuff on YouTube, all this beef shit and all this gossiping and docs and all this other shit. They should have, you know what I'm saying. I wish he would have told that I really participate in the in real life things. You know what I'm saying, instead of making me look weak. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really out here doing shit. And like I said, if any of y'all docs the people that y'all seen on and on that stuff, I should have did a better of protecting their characters, but you know what I'm saying, they protected. You know what I'm saying? They are protected. And I wouldn't advise anybody to dox anybody that's part of the new Black Panther movement. I wouldn't advise that, because if you did, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see all of us. You're not going to see just a part of us. And we're going to come from everywhere to protect our brothers and sisters out there, because we are about something that's real out here. And you know, I just wanted to show some real things about my life. Yeah, I didn't want to tell people that I'm part of search and rescue, because that was, what I'm saying, it's you know, I don't need gratification for doing what I do, because I do it because I want to. And it was something that, when my friend was killed, I was looking for an outlet, and helping people and protecting people and fighting was my, Letitia, respect to you, sister. You know what I'm saying? That was this was my outlet, and it turned out to be something great and grand for me, and I became somebody that had a position of power. Not a position of power, but a position to, yeah, a position of power to help people. And I help save I've helped save lives, and it's not I'm not looking for accolades or respect for that or none of that. But it was so many things that were said about me that were negative, but none of the things that I've done positive was never spoken. So it was important that I tried to keep everything private. But then when it came to the public, you know what I'm saying, all of the negative things and all of the lies that came out, they were, it was like, damn, why you gotta lie on me? Like, you lied on me because you wanted to hurt my reputation and my name, and it's like, I do real things in life. I help people, and if like I said, if General called me to go to any state, it ain't no problem because I can go, because we are brothers at arms. We got Marines, we got Army, we got Air Force, we have a team, and we are strong and we are solid, and I am my brother's keeper, and as long as I breathe there, my brothers can call me and I'll come. And it's many of us. When Ahmaud Arbery was killed, we put our foot on the ground. Hey Letitia, I'm not really, I'm really not explaining. I'm just letting it be known that it's more to me than just, what I'm saying, the ladies love Lou. It's more to me than that. It's more to me than that, and it's not a, like, yeah, it's about the work, and I didn't need recognition for helping those children that were being sex trafficked. What I'm saying, I didn't need recognition for, but what I'm saying, I wanted to, what I'm saying, I wanted to let it be known that, that it's people out here who really care about our community. They care about our people, and we out here doing the work. What I'm saying? Like, the work don't need recognition. It don't need um it don't need recognition. It don't need everybody to know. What I'm saying? It don't need to be like that. I can do the work, and as long as people's lives are okay and people are saved and people are good, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And that's what I've been promoting this whole time I've been on YouTube, is that, what I'm saying, we need to build a stronger force. We need to be together. We need to stop fighting. We need to stop all of this anger shit, like, because, hey, look, I'm a shooter. I've been a shooter my whole life. My dad made me a shooter. It was destiny, for me to for the path. My path was already written before I, what I'm saying, my path was already written. So it's, you know that's why when it comes to aggression, what I'm saying, I try to, dissolve the aggression, but I'll silence it or set it on fire or do what I need to do to stop the aggression, because I'm really about, what I'm saying, I'm really about this life, and I'm about helping people. And if I had to sacrifice somebody's life to save somebody else, I would do that. Especially for somebody who needs it. So I just wanted to show people that, what I'm saying, I'm more than just this YouTube shit, this beefing and shit. Like, I'm not about that. I'm about some real life helping people, and that's what I do in life. That's why I'm a pillar in my community. That's why I can stand on things that I say, and that's why I'm not afraid. What I'm saying, I'm not afraid to fight. You know. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to, to show some things about about my personal life, and it's not about, me trying to glorify anything. What I'm saying, because at the end of the day, it's about saving people's lives and helping them. Helping people get out of the turmoil that they're going through and their natural disasters and everything. What I'm saying, so that's what it's about right now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm working on. Kiss my cheese. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. What I'm saying, I'm using the resources that I have. Because in my region, there's not a lot of people that's on. I'm commander of a few people, so I don't. I got a few people that I got working and doing things. What I'm saying, but I'm putting in the work myself. So a lot of this stuff is on me. So I'm doing the best that I can as far as like maintaining my business at the same time, and you know, yeah. Hey, kiss my cheek, stay on me. It's cool. Hey, no disrespect, stay on me. Yeah, because we this is what we supposed to do for each other. We supposed to remind each other, keep everything getting together. The harvest season is coming up this spring. You know what I'm saying? Spring started in March, so yeah. Hey, it's nothing wrong with going the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? When I have to, the teacher, I'm trying to tell you, I've been a part of this for a long time, and I've been actually putting in the work. So I'm just I'm trying to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think after I do my interview and get all the mess out the way, I think I'm gonna be done with this YouTube beef sector shit because you know by me being search and rescue, and by me having tracking skills help with search and rescue. I was able to infiltrate these places. You know what I'm saying? I was able to infiltrate a lot of these places that I ended up exposing because of what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Because let me grow a couple hair on my face and I could change you know what I'm saying? I could change the look on my face. You know what I'm saying? I could look like a nobody in the middle of nowhere and be sitting somewhere and nobody will pay me attention and I see everything. I could sit I could sit over on a wall and I could hear you. I can hear what you say. You know what I'm saying? I can see how you move. I can do all of that stuff and you won't even see me. I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandfather trained me how to hunt and how to hide my scent and to hide my face. And you know what I'm saying, how to do these things. And it was just natural for me to change my appearance and my smell and how I look where people wouldn't even look at me, but I could see and hear everything. That's why I could sit in bushes for 16 hours. People think that it's a joke, but I can do that because this is what I was trained to do. Great hunters have the great hunters have the most patience because if they have a target, they can wait. You know, that's my wife name. She'll know that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was built for this, and this is my destiny. This was my destiny. And my path was already written, and I'm just following it. Because I'm not going against what I'm my nature. My true nature. So yes, I'm part of the new Black Panthers. I am a part of the search and rescue. I know how to track. I know how to hunt. I know how to do all of this stuff. And this is part of what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is why when people threaten me, I laugh because it's like, yo, you don't know. But now you know. This is who I am and this is what I'm about. I'm not worried about terror from domestics. You know what I'm saying? Because if all of those threats and all of that other shit, it don't matter to me because all I got to do is make one phone call and I can find out what's going on and what I need to do. That's why I laugh at it. It's about helping people. It's about trying to bring some normalcy to this chaos. So yeah, the teacher, it's they General, when I talked to General, he like, yeah, I'm gonna start back training after hurricane season, and then he took a flight, and he in Jamaica now. I talked to him 2 days ago. Now he in Jamaica, and I talked to him. I told him, I'm like, yo, whatever you need, what's in my power, you got it. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't have the motherfucking money, it's gonna be somebody else that's in the crew that's gonna be able to send me the money or send me the plane ticket. And I'm on my way out this motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? Because we work together. We are a team. You know what I'm saying? We are a team of many, an army of one. So this is what I do. So all of this, all of this beef shit, hey, I get it, it's entertaining, but at the same time, like, outside of this YouTube shit, real life happening. If you don't have a team or people that's working with you or that's with you, you know, you don't have nothing. That's why all these males that's on this YouTube shit, that's gossiping and telling people personal lives and all of this other shit. They tell the bad parts, but they don't tell the good parts. And unfortunately, it's a lot of bad things that's been said about me. And I'm not even trying to, I'm not even trying to make it I'm not trying to clear shit up, because I live my life the way I want to, and I do things the way I see fit, and I'm not trying to clear shit up or make things right. I just want people to understand that it's a lot more things going on than worry about little old me. Because at the end of the day, little old me is not one person. Little old me is 1,000 plus. And I have brothers at arms that walk with me. My general was a Marine, still is a Marine, because he never stopped being a Marine. He's a Marine. That's why he was fidgeting back and forth while he was showing that video, because he wanted to get out there and do the work, and that's why he was doing that. Back and forth, because he wanted to get out there. I call some Marines are devil dogs. My general is a hellhound. He's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? When shit hit the fan, he left. He didn't tell nobody. Well, he told certain people, but he didn't tell everybody. And now, if we got to put our boots on the ground, that's what we're gonna do. But I just wanted to show the footage and say some things and say something about myself. And this is another part of me. This is something different, and I take this shit serious. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't. I'm not focused on the people that want to make themselves my enemy, because I can make them disappear. I'm focused on people that I can help, that actually need the help. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the most important. Yeah, appreciate you, Letitia. I've been trying to recruit people to be a part of the region. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't portray to be a leader or none of that, because all I'm trying to do is just get people to join in the effort to help other people. You know, by me being an artist, I can contribute. To provide an income to make the moves that need to be made in my region. So and it's all about you know doing what we do. We don't take, the new Black Panthers don't take money from people to do things. To When we got to go somewhere and do something, we don't ask other people for money. You know what I'm saying? We earn the money and we go do it ourselves. So whoever's saying anything about the Black Panthers is taking money from people, no, we all have jobs. We all have our own money. We do our own things by ourselves. Yeah. Oh, okay. And Letitia, it's not even. See, the crazy thing about that is I'm a part of a different group of I'm a part of search and rescue. I'm not a part of just the whole new Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of search and rescue. What we do, we don't have those type of meetings where we trying to recruit people, and we're not trying to make a cult environment. You know what I'm saying? We about action. If you about what we doing, come with us. We're gonna show you how to do it. That's why a part of those training exercises, I was the one who led them. I led some of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know maneuvers. I know how to strategize. I know how to do this. I've had times where I had to make speeches and talk to people with. So I'm not a part of that section of the Black Panthers. I'm a part of the actual action, the movements. That's why I said I'm gonna be jumping out of plane in a minute. I gotta work up to that. But you know what I'm saying? My feet on the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's why I move the way I move. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to do track and tracing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you about search and rescue, you know, all you got to do is just walk into the area where they, wherever you know what I'm saying. If we get intel about certain things, we go into the area and then we send people to do intel. You don't even have to be, you know, actually have action or none of that. But you can actually help by getting information. You know, so I mean, like I said, we track the whole movement of sex traffickers from Ohio to from Michigan to Ohio. You know, Detroit is the border. And we had a lot to do with the dismantling of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and Letitia, if it's something that you want to do to help people, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to join the new Black Panther movement to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just get associated with somebody and you can just provide the information. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to join like this. We're not asking people to join. We're just asking people to help. We're not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like my unit was what I'm saying. My unit is not about that. You know, we about helping and saving people. We're not about, you know, the politics of it. You know, because it's not about the politics of being, you know, Black Panther. You know, it's not about that. It's about the search and rescue. I didn't join the I didn't join my section of it to be, um, you know, the pro Black motherfucker. I'm here to save people. You know, but at the same token, you know, just like I could save lives, I could take lives, and I prefer to save them. You know, my weapons are not for my people. My weapons are for my enemy and people who making themselves my enemy. You know, you may get that. So, you know, that's all I'm saying is that it's more to it's more to this than just, you know, the fighting, because it's not about the fight. But you know, I just wanted to get up here and say some things, you know, and say what I needed to say. And you know, it's more to me than just what's been told about me. Yeah, exactly, Letitia. Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple comments you said when it's involved, because you know, I understand that Kevlo was showing pictures of the Black Panther stuff, and you know, I just wanted to be clear that whatever they got going on in Brunswick, you know what I'm saying, when we went down there, we didn't take no money. We didn't have nothing to do with nothing that they had going on in Brunswick. The only thing that happened was we went down there to stand up for the people, to make sure that the people could protest freely and not have to worry about, you know, the KKK and those other national groups. We went down there to protect the people. We're not about that. You know, we're about protecting the people and giving the people, you know, the opportunity to protest freely and to move around as they please without, you know, intervention of the police and or anybody who's a part of the nationalist group. You know, so you know, I just wanted to say some things, and you know, I know this ain't got nothing to do with the beef, so I know it's not interesting to a lot of people, but you know, this is who I am. This is what I'm a part of, and you know, anybody who wants to help the community and help, you know, build things and, you know, networking. Hey, you can you whatever contribution you got that's going to be useful and to help people, that's what we looking for. We're not looking for nobody to join no group or no shit like that. You know, we just looking for, you know, what skills can you contribute. You know, and so happen, you know, my skills are useful. You know, but everybody, you know, I hope that y'all have a great night. I know some stuff going on YouTube. You know, I just wanted to get up here and say that, you know, and you know, say the things, you know, say what I had to say and show that it's actually, you know, good people out here who's trying to help, you know, our brothers, you know, help our brothers and sisters that's out in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Like they on an island. You know, General flew out to an island that could basically be taken away by a hurricane. He's on the island trying to help people. He flew from America to go to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? To help people. You know, and it so happened he, you know, the power went out and he can't get out the fence to go do what he went to get out there. Maybe, you know, the spirits is making it happen that way. But he's doing whatever he can to help people. And if he call any of us or any of our regions, and if you know, if he call us, we out this motherfucker. Like I go on that island and die with my general if I need to, because that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm here for. You know, to die on the battlefield is a great honor. You know, so you know, salute to a general. You know, I hope that, you know what I'm saying, whatever he needs, he got me. You know, and the people that's in my region with me, if I got to send somebody down there to help me or I gotta go myself, he got me. So, you know, respect, love, peace, happiness, positivity. If you got something positive going on in your life, focus on that. You know what I'm saying? If you got something negative, address that shit once, then let it go. Like it's too much life to be lived. And fighting with everybody, you know, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth your energy or your time or your effort. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be fighting with these people because, you know, I'm a shooter. I'm not gonna fight you. And let's be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Let's just respect each other, or if we don't like each other, let's just not engage with each other because I'm going to be something different. You know. But like I said, love, peace, happiness, respect. I hope everybody have a great night. I just wanted to jump on it and do this, and you know what I'm saying. I love y'all, and y'all have a great night. Peace.